Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys? I'm very happy to be here with you today to start another week. We have a great video and we're going to learn how to make this fun card. I think it's super cute and I think you're going to love it. We're using the bird's eye view this week, so we'll be seeing quite a few cards with this adorable stamp set. Now, every card is not going to be on YouTube, so definitely make note of my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. If you're new to my channel, I would love to see a comment from you. Let me know where you're from. I love to see who has joined me and found me, and it's just a great way that we can connect. If you have been watching me for a while and haven't commented, please let me know that you're here. I'd love to hear it, and say hi back. Also, if you don't mind sharing my video, giving me a thumbs up, I would be grateful. It costs nothing to help out, and it definitely helps my channel. Thank you very much for using my ideas, and I would appreciate the support. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move a few of these things out of the way. So with this cute card, we're going to use this bow punch right here. That's what's around that little bird. We're using the Nested Essential dies, the Wanted to Say dies, and the Basics 3D embossing folder. Plural. There's 3 in that package. Okay. So to start this card, we're going to start with a base of Berry Burst cardstock. And I've already scored it. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I've already scored it at the 4 1/4 inch mark at the bottom. So let's go ahead and get started and go ahead and fold that. So I'm gonna match up my score lines here, and I'm gonna take my bone folder and we're gonna burnish. There we go. All right, so the front of our card is a piece of white, basic white, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. We can go ahead and attach this layer as well. I'm gonna grab my silicone mat. I don't think that I cut the white for the inside, so I might have to cut that with you guys, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna attach that, and we'll have a little border all the way around. Pretty fun card. All right, our next step is this piece of bubble bath. And this piece is 2.5 by 4.5. And we are going to use our ruler here that I was just using. And I'm gonna grab a scrap paper, gotta find one. Here we go. And we're going to start marking some lines. I'm gonna use dark smoky slate. And basically, you just eyeball it, so you don't have to, you know, figure out anything perfect. You're just gonna eyeball it, and you're gonna start off and end off. And that'll give you a smoother line. See how these, I started right on the edge, so it deposits a lot more ink there. So we're gonna make sure that we continue a little bit better than we started. But this is a very quick way to make your own DSP with items that you already own. And then I'm just gonna go over the lines again to darken them. But it's a very quick way to make your designer series paper. I just wanted a gray and pink paper. I didn't have one, and now I do. All right, so now I just want these lines to be a little bit thicker, so basically I'm just going to deposit, and it doesn't matter if they're perfectly straight, we just want them to be a little bit darker. And you know, when we use our Stampin' Blends, if we go over something more than once, then it gets darker. The middles don't really matter because they're going to be covered for the most part, so that's why I'm going from the outer edge and making sure that that is the dark part. That's what's going to be showing. All right. I wanted to round the corner, and Stampin' Up! Doesn't have a corner rounder anymore, but I still have my my trio here that has the corner rounder in it. So just use any corner rounder. And I want to also round the corner of our gray piece. I'll give you the measurements of that in a second. And this is Smoky Slate cardstock. This piece is 4 1/4 by 2. And we're going to take our basic white or whisper white ink pad. It's already been inked, but they come uninked, and we're going to grab a dauber. And we're just going to start to attach that over the little bumps. They're raised kind of high, and I wanted them to be kind of white. So you're just going to rub that over the top. It's pretty simple. All right. And it'll dry lighter as it dries, so go ahead and attach that. I'm going to flip it over on this scrap paper. We're going to attach these 2 layers together first. Put those straight together at the top. And then we can attach that onto our card. Make sure I have it the right way. I do. Because it would be my luck to stick that on wrong. And we're just gonna get that as even as we can on both sides. If it's not perfect, that's okay. All right, so there is our main part of our card. I've punched 2 of the bow punch in Berry Burst. And I have our Nested Essentials die, and this one is the 3rd largest. It's in basic white. And then from the Wanted to Say dies, I have cut out the border in Happy Birthday border and the individual words Happy Birthday that go with the border. So I'm going to pop these little pieces out that are still stuck from the die. One more to go. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and attach those. I'll throw those away in a second. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the word birthday and the word happy. So let's do birthday first. I'm going to grab my tweezer and I will show you how I set that on the die. So what you want to do is you want to start on one side and just lightly hold it and line it up to fit that shadow. Let's do happy next. And this is a great little die set. think it's fantastic. I'm hoping that I'm in camera. Can't see what the camera is seeing right now, the way that I'm positioned, but I think I am. All right, same thing with our happy. All right, there is that. Let's work on our little bird. So I've already stamped her. Actually, I'm gonna get my dimensionals and I'm gonna go ahead and put down this border, and that way one less thing to do since we already have it done and we've already worked on the happy birthday that's going on it. So let's just go ahead and attach this. We're gonna put that right there, and we're gonna find the center, and that looks pretty good. So there's that, and then we're gonna just attach, and I'm not putting a ton of glue, just down the main sections like that. The middle pieces, of course, will have some adhesive. Grab my tweezers, and we'll add the happy birthday. Isn't that so cute on there? I love that. All right, now on to our little bird. We have our pieces here. I've already stamped him on a scrap, or her on a scrap, and I've stamped her glasses, and I've used an X-Acto knife attachment on my Take Your Pick tool to cut out the centers. There's an attachment that you can buy for the Take Your Pick tool. It's called Take Your Pick Crafter Tips, and this is the X-Acto knife attachment, and you just add it on to your Take Your Pick tool. And I did that ahead of time and just cut the centers of her glasses because I really wanted her glasses to be super cute, and I thought that that would be adorable. So now we are going to trim those out, and then we'll color our bird. For most of my focal pieces, if I have a big enough scrap, I try and use my scrap paper and get rid of it. I'm somebody who doesn't really like to waste anything, and so scrap paper is my friend. All right, there's that. We are going to do the gonna grab a piece to stamp the gosh, I can't even think of the name of it right now. The liner piece. Because I don't have that cut. I always forget that I have to cut backwards. All right, let's see what we have here. Looks like we already have a 5 1/4 inch piece, so we just need to cut the 4. So here's our liner. Excuse me. The reason we need our liner now is I wanted to go ahead and color both birds at the same time. So we're gonna grab our scrap paper back. I'm gonna fold it in half so that white section is not on top of me here. We're gonna get our Memento black and our cute little bird. I have to find her. Here she is. There's quite a few birds in this set, so you have to really check them out to get the right one. Here she is, and we're gonna have her kind of peeking out right there. cute. There's the other one. All right, and we need to do her glasses. So let's stamp those. There's the monocle. Where's the glasses? Here's the glasses. So that's going to be in Berry Burst. So cute. Actually, let me make sure that that's, yeah, we're good. Make sure that that was not going to touch the whole bird as I over ink them. It's just that my ink pads are juicy. This Berry Burst color is new with the color change, and so there's very juicy with ink. All right, now we can get to coloring. So we're going to grab our light smoky slate, and we're going to color our main bird. We'll leave the beak, so that's going to go in Berry Burst, and we're going to highlight parts of the bird also with Berry Burst. I think that my light smoky slate is going to need replaced very soon. I feel like it doesn't have that much juice in it. So I'm going to grab the light Berry Burst and just accent these little areas and the beak and the little hair. Okay, that one's done. I'll put it to the side. We can attach it on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and do all the Berry Burst first. And if, there we go, this side is juicier than the bullet tip, but yeah, I have another one of these because I do use smoky slate a ton, and so it's one of the ones I always have a backup of. That one, Crumb Cake. I'm trying to think of the other ones that I have backups on. And even this brush tip is wore out. I've had this marker for a while, but I try and use them while they still have juice, even if they're not pretty to look at. As long as they work, that's the most important part. All right, so there's that. We'll go ahead and fussy cut out our bird. Very simple to fussy cut. The stamp set, even though it doesn't have dies, it's pretty easy to use. And this little bird is so precious. I guess the hardest part is doing around the feet here, but even those are not that hard. Because you want to make sure that you don't cut them off, right? So you have to just be a little bit more careful. But there's our bird. All right, so to give our bird the glasses, we're going to use some edges of our dimensional backings. So I'm going to pull two edges off. I'm going to get the backs off of them first. They're a lot easier to do when you have, I'm going to put one up here. We'll put one down here on the glasses, and then I'm going to grab one more. Need one more. Come on, stick on there. If it's not, doesn't want to stick, I'm gonna have to grab another one. I'll get two just to be safe. All right, put one here. Actually, that one's kind of a little short, isn't it? Let's pull that one off and use this one that I have. It's a little bit narrower and longer. All right, so let's put the glasses on our bird now that we have our dimensionals on there. So cute. Okay. And then of course we're going to put dimensionals on our birdie. Oops. I don't know what I've done with there. That's probably good. So we're going to attach our leaves onto the card front. So this leaf is going to go like this. I'm going to put some at the bottom here. And the bird is going to cover most of that. But this one, I want to make sure that it doesn't stick out past the bird, so I'm going to trim. And I'm going to put, oops, on this bottom section and down the center, like that. And just make sure it's kind of off to the side. And then we'll pull the backs off of our dimensionals. Add our little bird. Oh my gosh, so cute she is. With her little glasses. Our nerdy bird, happy birthday. All right, so let's go ahead and add some adhesive and put our liner inside, and then we'll do our embellishments. And I decided to go with gray embellishments. So the embellishments are the classic matte dots. In that package, you get white and black, gray, and vanilla. So that's a good neutral pack. There's our little bird peeking out from the inside. All right, let me grab those embellishments. Classic matte dots. We're going to use the gray ones. I use one of each size. Grab my take your pick tool. Get the putty end ready. And we'll start just sticking these little guys down. Very cute. See, white, vanilla, gray, and black. Perfect neutral pack of embellishments. All right, so today we used the bird's eye view, the wanted, this is the die here, and that's the shadow for the happy birthday, the wanted to say dies, the nested essential dies, and the 3D embossing folders, the basics 3D, also the bow punch. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I will see you later this week with a couple live streams. Thanks for being here, and I will see you soon. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy stamping!